Greeting, Kansas daughters. This is Kimberly Patrick, KSDAR State Reporter. 2021 is an exciting year in the Kansas Society's history, as it marks our 125th anniversary, as well as that of the Topeka Chapter's anniversary. State Regent Susan Metzger organized a committee to develop plans for this auspicious occasion, which has been meeting since the fall of 2020. You will note a new emblem on this slide. It is the winning logo design created by Robin Kern of the Olathe chapter and selected by a panel of KSDAR judges. This is currently being turned into a charm and will appear on all KSDAR 125th communications. A special thanks goes out to everyone that participated in the contest. In developing the committee, the state regent wanted to include members from all 4 districts, from older and newer chapters and older and newer members. This team has done a tremendous job in coming up with some great projects for these celebrations. The members of the committee include Susan Metzger, State Regent, Polly Ogden Chapter, Kimberly Patrick, KSDAR State Reporter, Olathe Chapter, Nancy McNicky, General Edward Hand Chapter, Melanie Horton, Polly Ogden Chapter, Sherry Smith, Courtney Spalding Chapter, Kathy Bond, Mary Draper Chapter, Mary Stossilis Ayers, Eunice Sterling Chapter, Amy Goodwin, James Ross Chapter, and Michelle Heaton, Topeka Chapter. Unfortunately, Michelle passed away on January 26, 2021, but had a very large impact on this process. This committee was formed to facilitate statewide plans to observe and commemorate the 125th anniversary of the Kansas Society, Daughters of the American Revolution. The Kansas Society was organized under the leadership of Martha Scott Hand, a real granddaughter and first Kansas State Regent. Mrs. Hand was appointed by the National Society to serve as State Regent in 1894, but the first chapter, Topeka, was not formed until April 2, 1896. Therefore, KSDAR has officially begun the celebration of our 125th anniversary at this state conference. The 125th Anniversary Committee was organized to develop programs and projects for the celebration. Committee members have researched KSDAR's history by visiting the archives at the Wichita Resource Library and by reviewing online resources located on the KSDAR members' website, as well as many other avenues. While at the archives, over 1,000 documents were scanned and will be made available to KSDAR members in the future. The committee has developed a plan of action that is currently flexible due to the pandemic limiting in-person gatherings. So projects that require gathering will be scheduled in the second half of the year with the hopes that we will be able to gather together once again. The recommendations were presented to the Executive Committee, which were approved, and the 125th Committee then narrowed the scope, as several items were more long-range and some were already in the pipeline. These selected activities were assigned to members of the team to continue to formulate the plans around each one and to ensure that the project is executed. The 125th anniversary begins today and will continue into the fall. It was important to the committee that there be statewide participation with events taking place throughout the state, that they celebrate the vibrant history of KSDAR, and that they focus on the DAR's mission of education, historic preservation, and patriotism. As you will see, the plan has been successful in pulling all of these elements together. More information on these projects will be provided in upcoming editions of the Cyber Sunflower and through emails, but this is a short overview of the 125th Anniversary Celebration Plan. Honorary State Regents Pat Travis and Shirley Capel produced a book, Looking Back Trails to the Second Century, the Centennial History, 1896 to 1996. Then an addendum history was produced to 2010. The committee is updating information on all of the chapters, state regents, and activities of KSDAR for the 125th by producing a new addendum to the book. For the Nicodemus National Historic Service Project, We are looking at a weekend in early August to do a variety of projects with the National Park Service. They are so excited to receive KSDAR's assistance. For those not familiar with Nicodemus, it is the oldest and only remaining Western town established by African Americans during the Reconstruction period following the American Civil War. There will be a wide variety of projects available for all skill sets, and this will be a weekend full of hard work, laughter, and engagement. Many of you attended the marking of President Eisenhower's grave by the Sons of the American Revolution 3 years ago. His wife, Mamie Eisenhower, was a member of the DAR, and we will be marking her grave with the DAR insignia and have a wreath-laying ceremony later this year. Nancy McNickey of the General Edward Hand Chapter performed a project as part of her members course, where she researched all the Kansas state regions to determine if their graves were marked with the DAR insignia. She found that 7 were not. This grave marker project will rectify this with ceremonies at past state regent graves and the addition of the insignia. The 125th Committee is asking all chapters to honor their organizing chapter regents with a ceremony. Whether it is a wreath laying, adding the insignia to a marker, or other event, we are sure that each chapter will be able to celebrate their part in KSDAR history. Production has been completed on a video celebrating KSDAR's 125-year history. It debuted at 9 a.m. this morning and will be available on the KSDAR website as well as on the KSDAR YouTube channel. Chapters are encouraged to share this with their members. The committee has been working on a service project for Haskell Indian Nation University, and in working with the school and the KSDAR American Indian Chair, Marty Wellington, the committee has several impactful opportunities that will be shared soon when the project parameters are finalized. Under the heading of Conservation and Education, KSDAR will be supporting an initiative researching the Kansas state reptile, the ornate box turtle. The ornate box turtle is currently on the preliminary endangered list, so we will be helping to locate, photograph, and document these turtles to assist the Kansas zoos with their research so that they can develop plans to assist this endangered species. At the state September meeting, which we are hopeful we can hold in person, we will have a variety of activities and celebrations for the KSDAR 125th anniversary. Included in this is State Regent Rummy and historical music from the era of KSDAR's founding. Please plan to attend the state September meeting to celebrate KSDAR. It has been a wonderful opportunity to work with this committee and to witness the creativity and drive of Kansas Daughters. The committee members have volunteered many hours of work and have developed a meaningful celebration for KSDAR. If you have any questions or suggestions, please email Susan Metzger or myself, and stay tuned for additional information on the 125th anniversary of KSDAR.